Being able to pick a breakout on a stock before it happens is one of the most valuable skills you can have as a stock market trader, and it enables you to make those 10, 20, 30% or more gains in a single day. And today I'm going to share with you 3 key things you need to know about picking breakouts. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another investing video, and today we're talking about 3 key things you need to know in order to pick breakouts, and that enables you to be able to make those 10, 20, 30% or even more gains in a single day when you are day trading on the stock market. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to give the video a thumbs up. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more investing, stock market, wealth management and crypto related content. I'd love to know your thoughts on picking breakout stocks in the comments section down below. And with that, guys, without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So just briefly, what is a breakout? Well, it's effectively when the stock price either breaks above or below the current trend in a very significant way. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, you're going to see either large gains of 10, 20, 30% or even more, or if the stock breaks down, you're going to see 10, 20, 30% or more losses. So you need to be able to identify these, because not only can it make you a lot of money being able to identify a breakout, it can also save you a lot of money as well if you find out the stock is going to break down. And today I'm going to share 3 ways in which you can do that. Welcome into the computer, guys, and we're going to look at this chart right here and identify the 3 different ways you can pick breakouts. As you can see on this stock, many breakouts have occurred. One has occurred at the start here, another here, another here. You can see the stock's gone down, and another breakout's occurred here as well. So what we can see is the trend and the breakouts actually occurring, and it's a fantastic stock to be able to share with you. So basically, the first thing you need to look for is effectively the volume. Now, when I say the volume, I'm talking about a reduction in volume. What you see is when there is a reduction in volume, the trend is about to change. So if we take this area for example, let's have a look at the volume. What you will notice every single time before the next jump then occurs is the volume is going to decrease. You can see that there, and it decreases, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're going to have a huge day. And what that is known as is the consolidation of the volume. So the volume's going down, there's less and less shares traded every single day until it gets to a point where a decision needs to be made about what is going to happen. And that effectively means either the buyers need to take hold of the pattern or the sellers need to take hold. So all of a sudden you've hit that equilibrium where the buyers and sellers, nobody's budging, so someone's got to budge, and effectively that will either be the buyers if it's going to break upwards, or it's going to be the sellers if it breaks downwards. The second thing you want to look for is the consolidation of the actual share price itself. So not only is the volume going to consolidate and reduce over time before the breakout, you're also going to see the price of the stock consolidate as well. So if I just grab the line tool and show you right here what I mean, basically what we're seeing is the share price is slowly consolidating into a point, and the range at which the share price fluctuates between decreases very significantly. So as you can see here, this is a perfect example of where the price consolidates and it's fluctuating obviously up and down, but then it gets to that one point again, and all of a sudden the stock price breaks upwards. And the reason it's broken upwards in this situation instead of downwards is because we are in an uptrend. So effectively what we can see there is 2 techniques immediately that you can use to pick a breakout before it's going to occur. Now the third thing you want to look for is a breach in either the support or the resistance point. And what we can see here is a perfect example of this. So obviously it is not a horizontal trend line like traditionally, but instead we are seeing a trend go upwards here and downwards from this point. So these are our trend lines and these indicate the price action. Now, these are also known as the resistance, the top line, and the support point, the bottom line. And basically what you want to see is a confirmation occur. And what a confirmation is effectively where the stock price closes above one of these points to indicate a breakout has occurred. So obviously you can see one here. It was only a short breakout, but we saw confirmation of the price actually opening at this point above the line and then closing above it as well. And we can see the next day we did have another little spike here. But a better example of that would be just down here. So what we can see is a flag pattern, and it's a pennant by the look of it. And effectively what's happening is something very similar to what you saw above. It is literally a repeat. And what we can see is the same thing. I'll just zoom in here so we can see a bit easier and bring these to the front. There we go. Effectively, you can see the flagpole has formed, and then you can see that resistance point at the top, the support point at the top, then bang, the same things happened, a confirmation with the price closing above that point occurring, and you can see that as a result, the trend then breaks out and continues upwards. And what we can see is the stock actually went from 0.09 to a high that day of 0.11, which is a decent gain. So that is absolutely fantastic, and we can see the trend did continue, then it came back down and it rested once again. And if we want to look at the horizontal patterns, what we can see here is another consolidation occur, and we can see, okay, we've got a point at which we've got the resistance and we've got the support down here. We can see lots of price action occurring here. Typically what happens is your old resistance becomes your new support and vice versa. So what we can see is price action occurring. Once again, confirmation occurs. We've broken out above that top resistance point there and absolutely shot upwards, which is very, very cool. And basically that is 3 techniques that you can use and you can combine to make a very good prediction of the share price on whether it's going to break up or break down. If you really want to improve your breakout identification game even further, start learning charting patterns. So one of them that I just showed you there was a flag pattern and a pennant in particular. And what we see there is an increase sharply in the stock price and then the consolidation of the volume and the share price into a point, and then the trend continues when the confirmation of the breakout occurs with the price opening above that top resistance point and closing above it as well. We then saw another one with the ascending triangle, again similar sort of situation. Effectively what we've seen is once again the same thing. We see the price open and close above that top resistance point. So if you really want to improve your trading game, learn some charting patterns, as well as they will significantly help you identify these sort of breakouts. And that wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much, and subscribe for more investing, stock market, wealth management and crypto related content. I'd also love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below on how you predict breakout patterns. And with that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.